Yo, what's up everybody? Jumping here, and today I am finally back on some Bloodborne. It's been a minute because I was doing my Demon Souls playthrough, but now that I'm done with that, I can come back to Bloodborne and finish this series. I never like leaving the series unfinished, but it's something that does happen, unfortunately, from time to time, but I didn't want that to happen with this series, so we're going to finish this now. You might be wondering, well, wait a minute, didn't you say you wanted to do another playthrough of Demon Souls? Well, of course, I would love to do many more playthroughs of Demon Souls, but I do have a limited amount of time to actually play Demon Souls on the PS Now, and I don't even know how much time I have left, maybe like a week or two. So even if I started another playthrough, there's a good chance I won't be able to finish it in that time span. Now, besides that, the main reason why I'm not doing Demon Souls is because I actually lost access to my Japanese PS4 account. Now, before someone bitches because I'm standing still, I'm sorry guys. If you want to skip ahead and not hear this little story and not let me explain this, go ahead and skip ahead. I don't like playing these games and talking about something like this because I get distracted and it takes me 40 minutes to explain something instead of just taking 5 minutes to explain it. So if you want to skip ahead, and I'll be playing the game and killing monsters and doing my usual routine. But right now, I really want to talk about this. So I lost access to the Japanese account, and this happened because I went to go to sign into that account, and it told me I needed to change the password. I guess for security reasons. I don't know. It's very strange. I never had that happen before. So I went ahead and said, okay, let's do this. Send me the email that you're supposed to send me. And as I was trying to change the password, first of all, everything was in Japanese because it's a Japanese account. The email's in Japanese. When I went to the Sony website, it was all in Japanese because that's, of course, where the links are going to take me. Well, the problem is when I was actually trying to change this information, I realized I don't know the date of birth on that account. I have no way of looking that up, and I don't know what it is. Now, normally I never do this. This is something I used to do back in the day a lot, and I learned my lesson from that, which is I used to make a lot of Xbox accounts, and then when I would make an Xbox account, I would just put in a lot of like phony information, like wrong name, wrong date of birth, and I normally don't do that anymore. When I make an account for anything, I normally put in my correct name, my correct date of birth, because just in case, I have learned this lesson in my life that if you make an account and then something happens to that account and you don't know the information on the account because you made it all up, well, then you are going to have a lot harder time remembering all that shit. And that's exactly what happened to me before with Xbox. So for PlayStation and other things, I don't do that anymore. Well, I guess this time around I did, at least with the date of birth. I must have put in a wrong date of birth. Maybe I was just rushing through it real quick and said, okay, whatever, fuck it, just put in like this date of birth. And I don't know what it is now. So, that was a big mistake on my part because now I have no access to the account. I can't sign into it anymore. And that's really lame. In fact, I actually wasted some money on PS Now. But in a lot of ways, I'm a little bit relieved. And the reason why I'm relieved is because if I do play Demon Souls again, which I want to, and if you guys still want to send me a PS3, because there were several people offering me their PS3s and Demon Souls, if any of you still want to do that, I am definitely willing to take it now. So if you want to send that to me or you want to talk to me about it, send me a private message on YouTube, and then I will talk to you about it. I don't know, we could either talk on Skype about it, or we could talk on PlayStation about it, whatever, don't matter, or through private messages about it. I don't care, but we will definitely talk about that if somebody wants to do that still. And if not, I don't know, maybe I'll just buy a PS3. It's like $80, I think, for a PS3 and Demon Souls. I can probably go ahead and do that. But the point is that I would like to do more playthroughs of that game. I would like to do a Pure Black playthrough, a Soul Level 1 playthrough. I wanted to do a Blue Blood Sword build. That would be fun. And I do have a lot of regrets about that first playthrough. Now, unfortunately, to me, it was a little bit of a unique circumstance because Demon Souls was my first Souls game that I've actually done a first playthrough of when everyone else has already beat the game, or a lot of people have already played the game. When Dark Souls came out, I did my first playthrough. I didn't record it because I wasn't recording Dark Souls at that time. And I kind of knew about the game a lot for my first playthrough on YouTube. That was what it was. And then when Dark Souls 2 came out, when I did my first playthrough, everyone else was also doing their first playthrough. And that is the same with Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne. When I did my first playthrough, everyone else was doing their first playthrough. So a lot of the stuff I like to do for my first playthrough, I did that with that series. Now, the thing is, normally I never use the wiki, I don't look things up, but early on, a lot of people were telling me I really needed to look things up because everything's in Japanese and, you know, all this stuff is kind of different from the other games. You should learn about this stuff so you're not a scrub. And I took the people's advice. Now, there was some criticism of my friend Pumpkin. Now, normally I don't like to mention anybody by name. That's just one of my golden rules. If somebody tells me something, I always say, a friend of mine told me something. And I don't like doing that because of what happened now with Pumpkin. I mean, it was really, really fucked up, guys. There were some people that were really, like, attacking Pumpkin, like she was to blame for why the series got messed up. If you want to blame someone for why you think that series got messed up or you didn't like it, blame me. Do not blame Pumpkin. I talked to Pumpkin maybe 3 times in total, okay, throughout the course of me recording that entire series. That was it. Okay, she was not feeding me tons of information. She was just telling me some basic stuff that I should know, and some of it she didn't remember properly, and she actually admitted that, you know, yeah, she fucked up. So, you know, don't blame her though, blame me. You know, that's on me. I was the one who actually fucking over-leveled myself. I was the one that was using the wiki and looking up different strategies and stuff. But, you know, that was just what I was doing. And originally I started to use the wiki, and that was because of people criticizing me that I needed to use the wiki. Or somebody would tell me something like, hey, you should go and do this. And then I wouldn't do it. And then they would say, dude, I told you to go do this. Like, go and do this, please. Like, you know, for the last time, go do this thing. And they were getting, like, agitated in the comments. I'm like, fuck, dude, okay, let me go do that then. And, you know, as I was on the wiki, I couldn't help myself but to look at, like, certain things, like, you know, oh, you know, you look up Old King Dorian. Okay, well, here's a bunch of different cheese strategies for him. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and do that. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't look up every single boss on the wiki. The only boss I looked up was the Fool's Idol. And that was because I didn't know how the fuck to beat that boss. So I looked that boss up. I also looked up Old King Dorian to see, like, you know, what the fuck was up with him. And I'm trying to think, was there anything else I looked up? For bosses, that was it. That was literally it. I swear on everything. That was the only shit I looked up. Now, a lot of my looking up was items and farming and things like that. I was looking through a lot of that stuff. And I was doing this because I thought initially that's what people wanted me to do. Well, there was a big counter, you know, party to that were saying, don't do that, please. The whole point, like, please, just make this playthrough, like, totally blind. You don't know shit, and you're going to fuck up along the way. So, you see, that was kind of the problem. I wish I could have just done my first playthrough and not read the comments, maybe recorded all of it in like 3 days or something like that. Or I don't think I could actually record it in 3 days, but in a week I could record it, and then that's it. You know, all the comments, they don't matter anymore because I've already beat the damn game at this point. So if I fucked up, I fucked up, and there's nothing that can be done about it. But I didn't do it that way, and I do regret that. So, you know, I just really wanted to, like, let this be known because I still see through those videos, I'm constantly now reading more comments of people being really upset. But I think the most unfair thing I've seen out of all of that was the criticism of my friend Pumpkin, because she had no blame in that for real. Initially, the only thing she told me about was World Tendency, okay, which she probably explained it somewhat poorly, but she kind of gave me a big tip. And I think that was one of the problems. I think that was one of the main things people didn't like, is that she gave me the tip, do not die in the world, die in the Nexus. Because the thing is, if I would have been dying in the world, it would have made the world harder. And that's what people wanted, I guess. I don't know. So that's just something, like, that is something that she did tell me to do, because she was telling me, like, you know, I needed to try to, like, do these World Tendency things. You know, the whole system, honestly, the World Tendency shit in that game is so stupid. I think that was a dumb system. And that was another thing, too. Nobody wanted me to criticize that game. Like, they didn't want me to criticize it. And I don't even think of me criticizing things. Like, I really don't. I just express things. Like, I'm not saying the game is ever bad. I always am talking shit about all of these games. And it's just me talking shit. I don't think any of these games are bad. I like all of them. I like playing all of them. So, you know, I don't know. People just don't get it. If I say, you know, something negative at all, they immediately think that, you know, I'm attacking the game or something. And that's really not what I'm trying to do. But I know it comes off that way. But, you know, hey, I'm sorry. It's just the way I am. Anyway, now that I'm done with that entire little rant that I just did, let's go and play some Bloodborne. Like I said, if you are one of these people that offered to send me a PS3 and Demon Souls, private message me. We can talk about it and figure out, you know, what we can do. And yeah, I mean, that would be really, really awesome. And of course, I would greatly appreciate it. So I'm going to actually teleport out of here. and then I'm going to come back because I want to actually refill all of my shit, and I also want to go ahead and respawn all the enemies. So I will see you guys in a moment. Alrighty, I am back, and it's time to continue with this Bloodborne DLC. This is actually a really good DLC. It's a lot of fun, and it's definitely really challenging too. Like, that's one of the main things about it. It's fucking epic as fuck. Alright, let's fuck this guy up. Now, there is actually something else I wanted to say about Demon Souls, okay? Because I think this is important. It's kind of about my criticism of Demon Souls and how, you know, people didn't like that. Well, let me just say this. I think as of right now, Demon Souls is probably my second favorite Souls game that I've played, okay? Now, maybe it's possible that I'm just coming off the hype. I just played the game and I had a lot of fun with it, and it was really refreshing. That was one of the big things. It was refreshing to play, and I enjoyed that. But to me, I think a lot of these games, they have to have a certain feeling to them. And Demon Souls had a really good feeling to it. Now, my favorite Souls game is Dark Souls. I love the feeling of Dark Souls. I love, like, the experience. I enjoyed it the first time through. I enjoy it now. I'll probably enjoy it forever. And, you know, that's why it's my favorite Souls game out of all of them. Now, the way I would rank the games, once again, this could just be the hype, but I just feel like Demon Souls felt really great. But my ranking would be Dark Souls would be my favorite, and after that, Demon Souls. After that, Dark Souls 2, and then Bloodborne, and then Dark Souls 3. Now, you know, I have criticized Dark Souls 3. I don't like it. Now, you know, my main criticism of that game, there's actually a lot of things I don't like. The PvP I wasn't a big fan of. A lot of the PvE I wasn't a big fan of. So there was problems with the game itself that I just didn't enjoy. But the main thing about Dark Souls 3 was the feeling. I just didn't like the way it felt. Like, it just didn't feel right to me. I don't know why. It's just something that I can't explain. It's fucking weird. But yeah, that's really the main thing, I think, is that I didn't have, like, the same experience with Dark Souls 3 like I did with Dark Souls and Demon Souls and Bloodborne and also Dark Souls 2. I would say Dark Souls 2 probably had, like, a strange feeling at first, you know, just, I didn't like that feeling, but then it grew on me. Like, Dark Souls 2 definitely grew on me over time, where maybe if I gave more of a chance to Dark Souls 3, that game can also grow on me, but I don't fucking know. I don't know. Alright, so this is one of the bosses here that I can't fight yet, but, you know, I can fight him later, and this boss is epic as shit. So I'm trying to remember, like, when I can actually fight this guy. I think I have to get an item or something. And I know it's after the first boss, which I'll probably not be able to defeat the first boss, like, here. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. I know he's really tough. Even on New Game, he's extremely tough. So I'll try, but I don't know. I might have to, like, become more powerful. One thing that I really need to do, you know, you guys were commenting a lot about what weapon to use. And I haven't totally decided yet. I need to actually go back and look at the comments again because it's been a minute. I was reading all those comments, and I do remember, like, I think the weapon that a lot of people was recommending that I kind of thought was, like, pretty cool because I've never used it is that arm weapon. Only problem with that is I'm pretty sure that's an arcane weapon. It might be strength in arcane. Oh, God. Fucking BS. I hate this Bart, man. Ridiculous. Oh, God! You shot me in the face! Ah, motherfucker. That was pretty stupid, but let's go back now. You know, there's something else I also want to say. I'm going to keep talking about this, I think, throughout the whole episode, which I was standing still, so I didn't have to talk about it. But there's another thing I just want to quickly mention. You guys never got to see my first playthrough of Dark Souls, okay? Which is my favorite Souls game, remember that. You didn't get to see that game, right? Now, here's the deal. If you would have seen that game, you would have seen me grinding. Well, actually, you probably would not have seen me doing it, but I would have been doing this. I grinded the forest on that game for, like, days, okay? Before I ever beat the game. I sat there in that forest, and I was cheesing those enemies. When I first discovered that forest, which I did fairly early on, And I think everybody should know what I'm talking about. It's the forest, the gank forest. I don't remember the name of it, but it's the forest that everybody used to gank in. Well, I discovered that, and inside that forest, there's like enemies that are worth like a decent amount of souls, like probably the most that you can get early in the game. So I found that shit, and I was able to figure out the little cheese like strategy. And I figured this out on my own, by the way. And then I noticed a lot of people were also doing it, and you can see this through like shadows and stuff like that. You know, I guess we can call them shadows, souls. I don't know. Like, what the fuck do you call those? Phantoms? Shadows? I don't know. Just like you can see other people doing things, you know? And I was seeing other people doing this too. And what I did was I just went into the corner. There's a little corner. I think it still works to this day. You can go into the corner, and first thing you do is you run into the forest, you build up all the enemies, and then you run to this corner, you block, and they all fall off the cliff. And you get like, you know, 2,000-3,000 souls per guy that you do. So it's really, really great, like, little strategy to build up a bunch of souls. And I did this so much. So for my first playthrough of Dark Souls, I over-leveled my ass off so much. I mean, by the time I beat the game, I think I was level 200. Okay? Like, you see what I'm saying? So trust me on that. Like, you know, my first playthroughs, I'm always doing shit like that. If you just go back and look at, like, Dark Souls 2, or you look at this game, maybe, I don't really know exactly about Bloodborne or even Dark Souls 3, but there's plenty of times where I'll just sit there and play the game when I'm not recording it, and I'll just grind and grind and grind. And nobody cares, you know why? Because everyone else is going through their first playthrough of the game, and they're really not paying attention all that much. So, you know, it's just one of those deals. And then, like, after that first playthrough, then you go back and you do a bunch of shit. You do a lot of challenging things. Like, you come up with shit to do. Like, and in that game, in Demon Souls, I think the most challenging thing that I could probably do, besides doing, like, you know, a New Game Plus, I don't know if they have, like, different difficulties of New Game Plus in that game. I'm not exactly sure. But I know, like, that one of the hardest things to do is a pure black playthrough. And that's something I would be willing to do, like, just attempt, you know? And, you know, it actually makes a lot of sense now, because I never quite understood, like, the black playthrough that Ouroboros and Peeve did, because there's a black playthrough of Dark Souls, which looked like fucking epic. It was modded on the PC, where you can make, like, the entire playthrough, like a black playthrough. Now I understand. It comes from Demon Souls. So many things that came from Demon Souls I never understood. And now I understand them. So that's actually really cool. But that's, that would be something fun to do. A pure black playthrough. And it would be easy to do it, because they do have a duping glitch in that game. And I would utilize that. I would become human multiple times and die. And make each world black, pure black. And then there you go. Now it should be a real challenge. So that's something that I would be willing to do on that game. In fact, I mean, fuck, if people really wanted me to, that would be my first thing I would do if I could play it again. Because I thought about that. Wait a minute, there is an item in that game to become, like, human, or to get into the body form, and then I could just, like, dupe that item a bunch of times, or just dupe that item, and then once I dupe the item, just go and kill myself multiple times. You know, and there were some people who were complaining about the duping glitch, because I did say I was going to utilize it. I was going to use it. Now, you know, this, once again, like, people were the ones in the comments, like, I should not have read the comments, you know. But, like, people were the ones who were actually, like, you know, pointing this out to me. They were accusing me of it when I wasn't doing it. So I said, you know what? That sounds awesome. I want to do it. Now, in this game, there was a duping glitch as well, but that got patched, which I wish it never did. Because, you know, I would love to be able to just go ahead and upgrade a bunch of different weapons and use a bunch of different weapons so shit don't get boring. Like, with a lot of these games, you pick one weapon. You go, okay, this is my weapon, and this is what I'm going to use for this entire playthrough. Unless you're on, like, a high NG+, you are kind of, like, going to use one type of weapon throughout your entire playthrough. You're not going to want to constantly be switching and not fully, like, utilizing a weapon. Like, it's just something that nobody really does in these games. So, and it gets boring. It does get boring, but it doesn't really get boring to me, but it gets boring to the viewers more than me, I would say. You know, oh my god, this guy, I forgot about this dude. Anyway, this is something I wanted to point out, that, like, if Bloodborne still had its duping, like, method, which I never was able to utilize, I wish I could have. Like, I was so mad I didn't know about that until later. Once they already, like, pretty much patched it. But if I would have known that, I would have duped the living fuck out of shit on one file. and just upgrade materials. So that's what it's all about. And that's what I was doing on that playthrough. I was upgrading upgrade materials because, yeah, dude, upgrade material sucks. Like, it's always annoying to go and get upgrade materials and shit. Like, oh, God. Okay, this is a nightmare. I'm not going to be able to parry this guy, like, at all. All right, let me run away. You know, if I remember right, I think this guy actually kills himself, like, if you run from him. Because he has the beast form on. Fuck you, bro. Okay, God, he's strong, too, man. There we go, finally. Bitch! God, it does, like, no damage to this guy. Like, yeah, this guy, I forgot. Like, he is definitely a high-level NPC in this game. Alright, let's heal it up. Alright, come on. Bring it on, motherfucker. Fuck! Okay, yeah, I'm probably gonna die here. I have that feeling in my gut that I'm dead. Fuck you. I need fire, man. Fire paper would work good against this guy, probably. But he's gonna chase me if I try to go and do this. Oh, shit. Do I have fire paper equipped? Nope. God damn it. Ah. Fuck you. Stop it with this shit. Okay. Come on. Come on, you fucking asshole. No! I should not have healed right there. God, man, I'm sucking it up when it comes to these parries right now. Whoa! But this guy's so fucking quick. It's the problem. Alright, come on. Oh my god, I'm missing bullets too, which is like extremely annoying. You might be able to backstab him right there, to be quite honest. You know what? I forgot about this weapon. Fuck, okay, maybe that's a bad idea. But I kind of want to try that. Oh god, I thought I got him. Guess I was wrong. Oh god, get away! Fuck. Oh god. Ugh, fucking shit. Gotta get through this bullshit again. You know, honestly, I might not fight that guy right now because I have no bullets on top of everything else! Jesus! Run, move! Alright, fuck you! Asshole! Alright, fucking kill you too. Oh my god! Pick up all the things. I gotta go and buy like 600 bullets or something. Like that is something in this game that you really, really need to do. It gets so annoying not having the bullets. Alright, fuck you. Oh god! See, I also have that hammer too, guys, by the way. I do have that weapon now. I picked it up in this episode, so I don't know, like I said, there's a lot of weapons, but that arm weapon was the one I kept seeing people say that I should probably try. It seemed like the most people were saying that weapon, and you know, I'm down because I've never used it before. It would be kind of interesting. Move out of the way! Oh god, I don't want to lose my shit, man. Fuck off, assholes. Alright, here it is. Thank god. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to this because this guy's really fucking OP. And on top of that, I don't have any bullets, so I need to buy like 1 billion of them. And I will go and kill that fucking bastard when I come back. But I'm trying to realize where I'm trying to get to exactly. Well, I guess I'll go get that weapon. I know that's something I can do. Actually, in this episode, I can go and get that. It's right over here, I believe. You gotta run past all this bullshit. For items. Oh god, don't fucking hit me with that shit. I know that there's a big enemy though. I think it's a boss. Oh shit. Okay, hold up. Motherfucker. Alright, die. Give me that. Ooh, chunks, baby. Fuck yeah. Oh, fuck me. Okay. There's more. Man, no bullets, no nothing. It's terrible. Is he the only one down here? I hope so. Yeah, I think it's just one guy. Alright, fuck you. He's got a saw, too, which makes it even worse, dude. But that fucking minigun. Like, Jesus Christ. I wish I could have infinite bullets, you know? I really do. I mean, that would be amazing if I could have infinite bullets. Oh, bitch. What the fuck's up? Alright. Like, no damage, but whatever. Oh, dude, this is some cheese right here. Fucking dick. It's so dark. I can't, like, see what the fuck's happening. Alright. Fuck you. Ah, fucking shit. I knew I should have just hit him. No, no, no. Your fucking minigun is so cheese, dude. Ah ha 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 ha. I can't see. So annoying. I have a glare right now on my screen. It makes it so much worse. Alright. Knock your ass down and I'll fucking get stun locked to death, bitch. I poked you and you died. Alright. Got the Gatling gun from that. He doesn't drop anything. You'd think he'd drop like 50 bullets, right? I mean, actually, fuck that. He should drop 1,000 bullets. Like, you should get 999 bullets when you kill that guy. I really do think that should be the way it is. Alright. I think there's actually... Yeah, there's some chunks in here. Nice. Oh, fucking shit. What's... Oh, the Bloodstar Beast is here. That's right. Okay. Now I remember. Dude, this is all fucked. I need to put on some fire paper. I really do. Fuck you. Just die already. There we go. And fire paper. Do I have it? I do. Not much, though. I don't know if that's worth it. Fuck you. Come here. Die. Give me all the goodies. I'll take everything I can get. Fucking Jesus. Get out of my way. It's your turn, bro. Come on. I want to kill these fucks before this asshole comes after me. And there we go. Alright. I don't want to use fire paper. I don't want to waste it. No. I really gotta turn this light off. I have a light on and it's causing this huge glare for me right now. It's really annoying! Like, I can't see anything. Alright, let's get on your ass. Oh, I plunged. Oh, nice. I actually got a plunge off. Alright, come on. Fuck you. Hit this motherfucker. Oh, God. Ah, no! I don't remember if this one actually does the poison. I gotta just pick this shit up and run, dude. Yeah, I'll come back, honestly, to kill that one guy and to fucking kill this thing. But for now, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm gonna die if I try to fight that. Let me take a look real quick. Fuck it. Let's go. I don't care. If I die, I die. Don't matter. Bring it on, bitch! Oh my God, this light! It's so annoying. Why the fuck did I turn that on? Okay. Come here. It's like, I always hate hitting this fucking guy. Blood-starved whore, dude. It's so annoying. Just moving around the whole... That's it. I'm poking your ass, and I don't care. If I get hit now, though, I'm going to take so much damage. It's going to be ridiculous. Oh, my God. See what I'm saying? But the damage I'm doing is pretty intense, I will be honest. All right, move your ass. Hit this fucking whore. If only I had the fire paper. Where the fuck did you go? Okay, I guess that's done. I think I'm gonna end this episode here, guys. I mean, the main point of this, I wanted to explain exactly what's going on with Demon's Souls. I can't play it anymore. It's a real damn shame. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. You know, I really did enjoy my first playthrough of it. And I think that's what really matters, right? Like, shouldn't that be what matters in the end? Is that I liked the game and I enjoyed it. You know, although there was problems, and there definitely was. And I fully admit all the problems that there was. But anyway, I'm going to end this here. So I really hope you have enjoyed it. I don't know what the fuck just happened. But if you have enjoyed it, go ahead and give me a like, please. Be sure to subscribe for future videos. And I really do hope that everyone has a very nice day. And peace. So, did it just fucking die?